Okay guys, so this is an update on the Mantis project series. This year was something along the lines of a catastrophe. We collected quite a few mantids, and unfortunately the elements did their part in basically killing a lot of them. And the problem there was that, yes, we could have collected more, and to be honest, we did collect more. A couple more specimens, but those also perished, and that's rather embarrassing, but I'm going to be honest with you guys, that did happen. And so we stopped. That's why you haven't seen a Mantis series episode in a long time. It's really because we ourselves mentioned in the video that we don't want to give away the location that that these mantids are living in, because we don't want people to deplete the population. But that's exactly what we were doing, and the worst part was they were all dying in our own care, because when you have these mantids... Look, Cole was eating some salad. Okay, anyway, sorry. When you have these mantids in your own care, you're basically the equivalent of their god. I mean, their lives are in your hands, and we should have done a better job of taking care of them. I myself, I had mostly females, and some of them died from sudden, I guess, heat spells, and that took some of them because they were in smaller enclosures than the others, so it got hotter faster, and I found them dead or almost dead, and it was awful. And then we didn't want to take any more males from the wild. I'm sorry, here's my point. I have one female left. She's getting old. She's really just a pet. Like, she'd be dead by now if she would have bred. And this is actually that female I described as a nymph who was eating all the other mantids. She's getting old. She has the age signs. When she walks, she's a bit, she clings onto you more, because she doesn't have that energy or strength that she used to. Like, she really clings, and she isn't at the point where she drags her abdomen on your body. Like, she can still support her body and keep it up a few millimeters above, I guess, ground surface, but she's getting there. Like, I've been raising mantids the past 3 years, and you'll know when they're getting overly aged. Because technically, you know, these mantids, the European mantis, the species isn't meant to, at least not in Canada. I mean, bear in mind, it isn't native to Canada. It was introduced to control locust populations or problems with farmers. So bear in mind that this mantis isn't meant to live past mid to late October, and this animal's in the beginning of November. The oldest mantis I've ever kept it for lived to the day after New Year's, so into January, which is amazing. You know, that basically states that these animals can live an extra 3 months if they had the climate permitting, environment permitting. They would live at least another 3 months. So yeah, she's doing good. But yeah, we didn't want to take any more males from the wild to breed with her, because we figured, you know, we should probably leave the males to the few females remaining so they can breed and keep the populations up. So we may or may not be doing the Mantis project next year. It's unlikely. If we do, we're probably only going to do 1 pair of mantids, and that would be it. And for sure, release the oothicas or egg cases back into the wild. So yeah, here she is. She's just eating a small cricket. She's at a certain age where she shouldn't be fed too often, so she gets like a really small cricket once or twice a week. Because if she were to eat, like, you know, she's elderly, she needs to watch the way she eats. I've learned this from experience. If they're fed less frequently in small amounts, they tend to last longer than the ones that I feed quite a bit at once, because they also don't digest as well as when they're younger. So you know, they'll still accept a lot of food, but they last less long because they fill up more and they can get like impactions and stuff, and it's bad news. So yeah, for those of you that have a pretty old mantis that's nearing its end, if you want it to live longer, well, yeah, reduce its feeding and quantity. So feed it like once a week. Also, if you have a nymph, lower your temperatures a tiny bit so it molts less off. So you know, it's slow. Not to the point that it slows its metabolism, but like let's say your required temperature is 80, drop it to 77 or 75, so that the animal's growth rate slows down and it molts less quickly and ages less quickly. It doesn't stunt its growth. It just takes it longer to develop, and it'll last longer with you. So yeah, that's an update on the Mantis project series. I apologize. I really wanted to get some breeding in there. It's easy done, but there's no possible way this girl's going to breed. Like, all the mantids outside are dead. Here, I'll show you right now what everything looks like. Sorry, I'm not sure if you caught that last bit. I said I'll show you right now what outside looks like. Okay, so it's dark, but you might get in. Yeah, there you go, that too. Right now it's 5:25 and it's almost pitch black out, or pitch dark out. But yeah, you can kind of, maybe you can't even see. Well, look at the top of the trees. There's no leaves. It's probably like 5 degrees out right now. We've had lots of freezing weather. We've already had the first snowfall, but it melted away like it happened a few times. We've had some mild flurries. So yeah, the mantids are all dead. But surprisingly, last weekend I did see some grasshoppers and crickets. But yeah, the mantids are dead for sure. So yeah, that just gives you an idea. So the Mantis project series hasn't necessarily died, but this year's Mantis project series will die with this not so young lady, but she's doing good. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys.